Yes, meeting being recorded. Hopefully, I am audible and visible. I will be sipping my coffee throughout the call. Anyway, so hello and welcome to everyone. Also to the people who are going to watch this class later. Without a delay, let me just give you a brief introduction about myself, and then we will start, with the class. Meanwhile, please bring your pen and paper if you do not have it with you already, okay? Because right after, like 1 or 2 minutes, I am going to give you some very powerful question that I want you to reflect or wreck yourself on. So bring your pen and paper meanwhile, okay? Even to introduce myself, there are many feathers I have on my hat, starting with I'm a trained psychologist and I then got trained into occult, energy healing modalities. Right now, the major areas that I focus working on that is the somatic, the nervous system healing. So I am also just in the process of ending one certification in somatic psychotherapy. In between, there is another thing that I work mostly with, that is trauma informed money and business coaching. So in my journey, all of this line of work got very connected, especially because of the way I wanted to improve myself. I wanted to heal all the trauma that I have received since childhood, even before childhood, and then changing my own money reality, growing my business. So whatever I have learned and whatever I teach and preach, it has mostly come because I have seen the change in my reality. And it's been a couple of years I have worked with hundreds and hundreds of people, helping them healing themselves. Today's class, I received the concept of today's class, that is self-worth. It was almost 6 or 7 days ago, on a quiet night when I was reflecting what are the key things that really help me to come so far from a space of experiencing depression, anxiety, borderline disorder. So people who do not know it already, around 10 years or so ago, I was taking 8 or 9 pills every single day for my bipolar, borderline anxiety. And even few days ago, I did one conversation with one of the fellow human being on depression. If you have not watched that on YouTube already, go and watch it. It might add a lot of insight in your life. So I was really reflecting what actually made me come out of those depressive phases. And even now, when I feel sad or bad or low, I never go back to questioning that I don't deserve good things. I might be having the most saddest period, like even a few days ago, before my period, before my menstruation. For a day or two, I was really spiraling down and down. And no matter how bad any phase comes in my life right now, deep inside, I know this is just a fucking phase. Probably my hormone playing, probably my brain is playing. I know that I am worthy of all the good things. And I really took some time to reflect on what is the thing that really helped me to believe this in my deep core, that I am worthy of all the good things, no matter what, no matter, even though certain current situation may not be in my favor, it may not look like so, but deep down I know it's working in my favor. So today's class is, I will give you some glimpse, and we are actually going to do some deep somatic work. So brace yourself for that. After 10 or 15 minutes or so, I will be taking you through deep somatic experience. So make sure that you are in a safe space if you are not already. um, you know Probably it will be good idea to mute your phone, to arrange some cushion, bring your favorite beverage if you have, or light some incense, basically preparing the space for yourself. Now, here is the question I have for you. Ready for it? Because this might actually bring a lot of attention to what is exactly happening deep inside of you. So, the first question that I have is, you have to rate yourself in the scale of 1 to 10, or you can also take some time to journal some key words that comes to you. Okay, after the call, if you're watching the recording, probably you can pause and you can write the answer of the question in details. But as of now, I just want you to rate yourself, or just note some keywords. So the first question that I have for you is, do you believe love is something you have to earn, perform for, or fix others to keep? If your answer is yes, then I want you to rate yourself in the scale of 1 to 10. Where do you see yourself? Is it on the higher side, 8 or 9? Or is it somewhere or in between, because you have already done some amount of healing work on yourself? But it's actually a good idea to reflect on this question time to time, no matter where you are in your healing journey. I'm repeating the question once again. Do you believe that love is something you have to earn, perform for, or fix others to keep? Okay, if you have any keywords coming to your mind, any key memory coming to your mind, just make a small note, because we will also get deeper into that. The next question I have for you is, what is your internal ceiling for money? Do you feel money is safe to hold on to? Or does it feel like you are waiting for others' shoe to drop? If you have any number around money, any ceiling you have made for yourself in your mind, in your body, let's say, ओके, क्योंकि तुम जितना भी बोल लो कि मुझे इतना पैसा मैनिफेस्ट करना है, मिलियनियर बनना है, जो भी कर लो एफर्मेशन में, if your body is holding on to certain number, money number as a ceiling, कितना भी तुम पैसे बना लो, you will see yourself being stuck, being back to the same baseline. And there is a reason why I'm linking all of this: money, relationship, and the next question, that is it safe for you to be seen and heard exactly as you are? Or you subconsciously have the need to shrink, dilute your truth, and hide your power to keep the peace? I'm going to repeat the question again. Is it safe for you to be seen and heard exactly as who you are? Or you feel the subconscious need to shrink yourself, to dilute your truth, or to hide your power to keep the peace? You have all three questions with you right now. And I hope you have also rated yourself on the scale of 1 to 10. I will also recommend you to actually reflect on this question. And there is a baseline to it. Be it money, be it relationship, or be it how you feel safe or unsafe to actually go forward in the world. Take your space. There will be one internal baseline for all of that. What is it? That is your belief about what you are worthy of. What is self worth, by the way? Self worth is basically, to make it very simple for you to understand, what you believe is possible for you, available to you, and you are deserving of. एग्जैक्टली कहाँ से बनता है दिस आइडिया ऑफ सेल्फ वॉट? I will before I get into this answer, I will give you some example, so that it becomes more easier for you to understand. Have you seen some of the, like social media people, how they do any random shit and they still receive the money, they still receive the, kind of recognition, and they have no guilt about it. 2 दिन पहले ही I was, like searching on YouTube, and the YouTube video of Samay Raina. If you are from India, you may know his name or you may not know his name. He is basically one of the most popular comedian. उसका YouTube वीडियो मेरे फीड पे आया YouTube पे, ठीक है, तो मैंने देखना स्टार्ट किया, एंड देन आई रियलाइज इट्स रियली लाइक आई रियली डू नॉट अलाइन मच विद दैट, एंड क्योंकि एक बार फीड पे मैंने देख लिया, हाउ द एल्गोरिथम वर्क्स, इट पुश द सेम कंटेंट मोर एंड मोर. तो कुछ एक दो और कंटेंट आया, एंड आई really tried to scan and understand. This is not to judge anyone. I am not here to give my opinion, but I was just being observer, and I'm here to share my observation. What I started to ask myself about him was, what might he be believing about himself and money and his what, that he is making so much with doing the kind of level of bakchodi that he does. Pardon my word, but this is the most accurate thing I could find. Like क्योंकि कुछ भी बोलता है बंदा, and there are so many people like him, or like this kind of people. Do you really think he is struggling with this belief ki, oh, I'm not deserving of so much of popularity, I'm not deserving of so much of money? Apparently, in the in the first episode of his second season, he has charged around like 10-15 lakhs from each of the brands, something like that. I do not have the exact equation, a calculation. If you have interest, you can go and search. Then I realized what might be going in his mind about the market, about the money situation, the finance in this world, that he feels so easy to pull out this level of money, that too from multiple people, multiple sources, probably multiple times in a day. Those kind of people surely do not stuck with this idea that I do not deserve this amount of money. Well, I will not be focused very much only about money, but of course it has to be one of my favorite topic. I speak so much about it. um, but you get my point, that there are some people in this world who are stuck in this idea that I am not worthy. I really personally know so many of people who have so much of talent, so much of light, so much of magic inside them, but they are stuck with this idea that I am not worthy. Even I was stuck there for a really long time. What actually makes the difference between those people who have the high self worth and who don't? ये ना समय रैना को स्क्रॉल करते करते आई रियली सॉ हिज प्रोफाइल, और उसके प्रोफाइल में देन आई सॉ हिज मॉम, एंड हिज मॉम इज सेइंग ही हैज पिन द स्टोरी, सेव कर दिया है वो स्टोरी. हिज मॉम इज सेइंग, नो नो, तुम इतने दुबले हो गए हो, व्हाई डोंट यू ईट मोर? एंड आई रियली caught the love he received from his mom. And then I realized the people who have very low self-worth, at least the kind of traumatic background I came from, I didn't receive that clean love. I did not. And all the people I work with who come with severe traumatic background, even they didn't have this very clear, clean, loving relationship with their parents. चाहे ऊपर से कितना भी, like they have cordial relationship with them, internally they don't. And this is actually one of the primary reason. Not only parents, I will give you a couple of more examples and idea why this happens. one of the clear reason why some people have high self-worth, they believe they can conquer the world, and some people, even with a lot of power and a lot of light, a lot of magic, they really choke with their voice. And the primary reason is actually the childhood experience. Before I tell you deeper, one thing I want you to do. So you did the exercise of with the three questions that I gave you. Now, okay, I I think I started with a lot of energy. I need to slow down to help you now. I really want you to take some time and reflect back. What is the earliest memory you have from your life, from your childhood, of this conditioning, that I have to earn the love? What is the primary memory you have? When I do one-on-one session, I can literally regress you back and take you deeper to such experiences. And to be honest, to get into such deeper details, you need a safe space. Here, because this space is for a lot of people, I don't recommend you to really get into the memory in depth, where you are observing everything, feeling everything. No, that might be traumatic. We do not want to re traumatize your system, but just pull back, you know, the memory that might be lingering in your mind, that you still have access to, where you have felt ki I have to earn the love. I will give you my example. In my childhood, it was very abusive, by the way. It was very abusive. There was a lot of threat. I was always surrounded by. And one of the thing I learned, the only thing that kept me safe, seen and loved, was to perform high. So mostly my rank would be, like 1 to 3 either, or under 10 among hundreds of students. Because I was in government school and there was hundred of people in every, every section, and I used to either be around 5 or 6 or under 10 for sure. And that was one of my way to have the validation among my relative, my parent, and the other one was, of course, singing well, getting a lot of certificates and award with my painting, with my drawing. Mota mota bole to achievement was the only way I could protect myself. That was the only way I would see कि my parents are actually praising about me. वो भी मेरे खुद के सामने नहीं, मेरे पीठ पीछे, by the way. Right? So performance became one of my shield, protective mechanism. You may have your personal story, and today I really ask you to have little check on that. What made you believe that you have to earn the love? I will give you a few more examples. For example, your parents, both the parents, they used to be out, and before they came back home, you automatically had the need to take care of the household, to do some of the work. तुमको लगता था कि हाँ कुछ काम ऐसे करके रखते हैं, then they will think that I'm a good girl or I'm a good guy. What are you doing? You are thinking that can doing something can earn you love. In my last almost 6 years of journey into healing myself, getting trained in so many modalities, one thing I have learned very clearly, 3-4 पिलर्स ही है जिंदगी का, जिसमें अगर तुम काम कर लोगे लॉन्ग टर्म, it will sort out your entire life. First thing is your childhood experience, second your relationship with your mother and father individually, and the fourth one is your nervous system. क्योंकि सारा response has been stored in your somatics, in your nervous system. I'm going to explain this further. So tapping into your earlier memory and seeing how exactly you have developed certain kind of idea and belief about yourself and the world, that I have to perform to be able to receive love. Love has to be conditional. If I stay quiet, only then I am seen as good girl. And then you learn to kind of shrink yourself so much then as that as an adult you have lost your entire identity. You don't know who you are. It's entirely validated by how people are seeing you, validating you. Without their validation, you have no existence of your own. And then as a result, you have no boundary in relationships. As a result, when you actually go out and tell people, this is what I do, this is how I can help you, and this is exactly how I charge, your voice chokes. Now you see how what you struggle with right now has its own root. And you really may need to sit multiple times on multiple layers to be able to kind of untangle the entire layer of experience. So what your nervous system has learned as a safety mechanism, चाहे जितना भी तुम affirmation कर लो, चाहे जितना भी तुम mindset work कर लो, till the time you learn that this is my somatic response and this is exactly how the way I think and believe about myself, the world, business, money is stuck in some nervous system response. Till the time you learn this part, nothing truly unstuck, by the way. And your self-worth is also stuck there in those memory, in those nervous system pattern. चार ही response होता है: fight, flight, freeze and fawn. Okay, probably I will take another class where I like share this in much more details. But today what I want to tell you is the way your nervous system map out the sense of safety is based on your childhood experience. So the question that you answered in the beginning, how what do you feel about love, what is your money ceiling, right? And how you believe that you deserve to be seen, you deserve to be heard, इसका baseline same ही है. The exercise that I gave you is to track your earliest conditioning, your earliest memory, where your current condition might be tied to your past conditioning. Sit with that, okay? And once you have mapped it out, at least you have some amount of idea. The next step, I'm going to take you deeper into mapping out in the body and then releasing and restoring the self-worth. Okay? तो ये समझ में आया हाउ योर हाइपर इंडिपेंडेंस कि नहीं मुझे कोई नहीं चाहिए, मैं सब कुछ कर लूंगी. I don't need help. Oh my God, I was in that mode for so long time, but thank God I kept on receiving help and hiring coaches. But this idea that I don't need anyone, I don't need anyone's help came so strongly in me because since childhood I really had to protect myself. In one of the training container where I was receiving some somatic training around 2 or 3 days back, I realized how much my nervous system is still holding on to the fear कि मुझे पहले जाके छुपना है, पहले जाके आई हैव टू लॉक माई डोर सो दैट my brother or my father cannot chase me down and beat me up. That fear of being shrinking and hiding, it was still there, something I was holding on to. And because I always had to protect myself in those way, my mom used tried to protect many times, but most of the time she failed. So this idea that I have to save myself, I have to protect myself, made this idea so strong in me that no, I don't need help. That मैं खुद से ही कर लूंगी. What happens when you try to become, like hyper independent? Of course you are kind of overloading your system. You have high trust issue with people that someone else can really help you out. And because there is already overload in your nervous system, there is really less space of relaxing and expanding, because the nervous system feels safety into holding on to it tightly. Let me scan so that there is no threat, or being in freeze mode, that let me hide so much that no one can really see me. And these are the state that, again, mindset work cannot help you with, to be honest. Today I will take you through one exercise that can really unstuck this pattern. I hope you have noted it down, traced it back at least to some extent. You have that in your memory, because right now I am going to take you through one somatic exploration. So make sure that you are in a safe space for next 10 to 15 minutes. Now, when I work one on one before this kind of exploration, I might take you, like, it also depends on the history of trauma, by the way. I might take you through more, like more orientation, more grounding, bringing some amount of safety in your body or building a safety container. And these are very important, especially for the people who have very traumatic experience in their life. कई बार हम जब ये मेमोरी एक्सप्लोर करने जाते हैं या फिर बॉडी एक्सप्लोर करने जाते हैं, बिकॉज देर इज ऑलरेडी अ लॉट ऑफ स्टक trauma or memory inside, कई बार ये चीजों को टच करना भी can become very traumatic. So at least for today's exploration, do only as much as you can. And if you have any difficulty, always feel free to reach out and share your experience with me, because this particular content I am going to upload on YouTube. So under the description section, you will find all the details where you can contact me. Okay, but make sure that you take the help and receive the support, like, in the places where you need to. Okay, very important. Now, I hope you are in a safe space where you feel comfortable. You can be seated on a chair, on a sofa, or on bed. Come to a posture that feels safe and relaxing to you. Before you close your eyes, just have a quick scan. Just look at your palm, your feet, your body, the things that you are wearing. The color, the texture, the surface where you are sitting, how. hard or soft that is. Now gently close your eyes, bringing your awareness and attention back to your body. And take one long, full belly breath and gently exhale through your mouth, like blowing into a straw. Take another long, deep, full belly breath and exhale through your mouth. If there is any thought that comes to your mind, literally see that thought exiting your mind or observe the thought as a floating cloud and come back to your breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now have a quick scan of your body. Is there any body part that feels stiff? Probably you can roll your shoulder back, unclenching your jaw, resting your tongue, unclenching your belly and your pelvic floor. Now, bring those ideas, those beliefs that you have developed about yourself. Probably I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving, that I am not good enough, or I don't deserve to be seen. There is something bad that will happen if I speak out my truth. This feeling will have some somatic anchor. You will be able to feel this in some part of your body. See in which part this feeling is highly concentrated. It can be your chest or stomach or back. Just observe where these words, this belief that I am not worthy, feels the most in your body. Simply observe and breathe into this part, allowing the sensation to resurface. Probably the heavy heart or the tight throat. Notice it. As you pay attention to this part, I want you to remember one truth, that this is not you. This is a brilliant, highly intelligent survival strategy your younger self has built to keep you safe. Stay with this body part with this acknowledgement that this is the exact mechanism your younger self has built to keep you safe, to keep you protected. Acknowledge it. Take a moment to acknowledge its intelligence and thank it for doing its job, that is trying to keep you safe and protected. With the next exhale, let your body know that you are safe now and you can put the armor down now. Just exhale with this acknowledgement that you are safe right now and it's okay to let down the armor. Place your one hand on your chest and the other hand on your belly and feel the heat of your palm, the gentle, slight pressure of your hand, the warmth, the slow, gentle movement of your breath, the steady rhythm, your heartbeat. Feel the movement of your chest and your belly. And I want you to remember that your heart is beating without asking you. You don't have to earn your next breath. You don't have to prove that you deserve your heartbeat or you deserve the oxygen. It's simply breathing, it's automatically doing its work. And your existence is already chosen. Breathe into this acknowledgement. See your body softening with this acknowledgement that your existence is already chosen. You don't have to ask for permission to exist. With your next breath, imagine a golden, heavy anchor dropping from the base of your spine deep into the earth. Feel the space right behind your heart expanding. And notice how it occupies the full space, not shrinking, to make others comfortable, not performing to ensure that you are loved, simply beating and occupying its space, occupying your seat, realizing that your worthiness is not a destination that you arrive, but it is a solid ground that you already stand on. Allow this feeling to deeply sink in your body, and remembering your innate worthiness. And from this space, I want you to build a new narrative for yourself. Probably, I am innately worthy because I exist. Probably, I am innately worthy because I am made out of the same particle the galaxies are made of. And really breathing it in. You can choose any narrative that feels most expansive to your body. And see in which part of your body you would like to anchor this new belief system about your innate worthiness simply because you exist. Pick any body part where you'd like to store this new belief. Breathe into that body part, and through this body part, see golden thread spreading into those past memories, wrapping the past memories in this golden thread, occupying all the space. See this golden thread expanding through your body, through the past timelines, through those memories into infinity. And now, before you open your eyes, I want you to take both of your hands to your shoulder. You can gently open your eyes and probably look at me once. Gently touch yourself from shoulder to your arm, closing your eyes back and repeating, I am innately worthy because I am. Slowly exhale longer than your inhale. I am worthy because I am. I remember my innate worthiness. Keep on doing, keep on exhaling longer than your inhale. And repeat. It's safe for me to take all the space. It's safe for me to speak up my truth. It's safe for me to be seen. It's safe for me to receive the love. It's safe for me to receive all the abundance. You can probably open your eyes once again and follow the way I am doing. Gently touching your hands and keep on repeating. It's safe for me to receive all the abundance. Again, shoulder to elbow. It's safe for me to have it all the desires that I have. Take another long deep breath. And then I want you to hug yourself. Put your left hand under your right arm and take your right palm to the left hand like this. Gently hug yourself and move side to side, exhaling longer than your inhale and taking some time to come back to here and now. Allowing little more time to root into this sense of safety and new narrative that we just built today. And when you feel ready, you can gently open your eyes. Take your time. And yes, have some water. It's very important to hydrate yourself, probably hydrate yourself throughout the day so that the somatic work we just did, it finds some energetic way through your body. Water helps in that. Okay. And please feel free to come back to this exercise. I assure you this is actually going to build a different safe narration to your body, to your nervous system. More you practice, more you repeat, more your nervous system is going to release the previous narrative that I have to shrink myself, or I have to be frozen so that I'm not seen. All the survival mechanism that it has built to keep you safe and protected. This gentle technique is actually going to help you release that. Okay. And yeah, if you have any question, feel free to reach out to me. What we did today is very slow and gentle exploration to your body so that at least some amount of survival response get released. But let me remind you to actually rewire the nervous system and to bring that sense of safety, it do need further work. It do need to be present in safe container. So if you feel ready to go into deeper journey, I invite you to book a consultation call with me so that we can discuss more about how we can take the journey forward specifically for you in a longer container, one on one, where I can take you deeper into the childhood conditioning, the somatic trauma, the parental wounds. Okay? Because to bring the sense of safety, it needs repetition, it needs time. Also, if you are not already inside Conscious Wealth Creator, that is my signature money coaching program. I talk about money, but let me remind you, to even have the money and abundance, it need to feel safe in your body. You will need to build a different narrative that probably you have been believing in for so long because of the past conditioning, because of the ancestral loyalty, the family loyalty. So inside Conscious Wealth Creator, I take you through all the journey that will help you to release the trauma. And this is a lifetime container, that means it's ever expanding. And if you join today, you don't even have to wait longer for the next call, because I have scheduled the next call for tomorrow at 6 p.m. It has been rescheduled from 2 to 6 p.m. tomorrow, where I'm going to share how the language that you choose, the way you speak about everything, is impacting the way you are creating or binding yourself into more scarcity. I will help you to see that and unbind yourself. Okay, you will find all the link behind, like inside the description box. Feel free to reach out, and I will see you soon again in some other class. May you receive all the expansion. May you remind your power. May you remind that all the desire that you have in your heart, that's the truest guidance that you will ever get. Okay, with this, I am closing the call for today. Lots of love.